Hi, my name is John Long. I'm the owner of Marathon Sports, and we're here today to talk about winter running gear, layering, and being comfortable when we run throughout the winter, using a variety of products that we can intermix and really use not only in the winter time but throughout the year. I'm going to be helped out today by Sarah Hesser, who is one of our managers, and she is going to be going over the winter apparel with me. We look forward to getting you outside and enjoying the Minnesota winter weather. One of the things we want to talk about is finding the essentials. We're going to go over what we feel are the three core pieces that really can help you run throughout the entire winter. And one of the pieces that I think is most critical is we want to look for a wind-resistant and water-resistant jacket. And Sarah's going to talk a little bit about some of the functions on this jacket that really help throughout the winter to run in.
The great thing about this piece is obviously it's not super heavy and bulky. The thing you don't want to be is a big snowman out there. Our layers are great because you can layer up without all of a sudden becoming a big marshmallow. So this is a nice light layer, but it's going to keep you really warm, windproof on the outside. The great thing about this piece too is you've got LED technology. So one of the most important things in the winter, in the mornings when you run, at dusk when you run, is that people can see you. So you really want that reflectivity on your outer layer. This is going to be your outside layer on the top, so you want to make sure you've got things that are visible to cars and bikers when you're out on the trails.
And another thing with this jacket is it does have venting, so even though it is wind resistant and water resistant, we do have breathable vents. The pockets are also zippable with the breathable vent, which really allows your body to regulate moisture. One of the big things with winter running is as we start exercising, we do create heat. And when we have a shell layer, you want to think of it almost like the exterior of your home. This is going to provide an ability to hold heat against your body, but we also want that heat to disperse and breathe. So again, it does have some breathability to it, which really does help control that moisture. Does have venting on the inside as well, and a layer to pull that moisture away. So not only does it stop the wind, which is really a major factor when we start seeing wind chill. So just a great piece. If you can incorporate that in, it's something that will really help you, throughout the winter. And you can also use this in the springtime when it's raining and just wear a lighter layer under it. Just a light, base layer instead of a longer, heavier one.
Alright, this is one of our other jacket pieces. This one's a little thicker, a little heavier duty, so this one's going to be a little bit on the warmer side. For those of you that get really, really cold in winter running, this one's a great piece for you. Still going to have that windproof, water-resistant technology. Again, you've got the reflectivity, you've got pockets on the back to store keys, credit card, your iPod, whatever you bring with you when you run. Another reflective piece on the back as well. The great thing about this Saucony jacket is they've got a little light on the front here, so that's more for you to be seen than for you to see other things. And it actually recharges in your computer with a USB port. So you can take it off, charge it in your computer, plug it back in so that you can be seen when you're out there in your winter running. So again, a little heavier piece, but still nice and thin, not going to feel really bulky on you, but just a little more warmth.
And one of the things this is going to have is this has almost a base layer built into it. So when we talk about layering, which is critical with winter running, you want to have different layers on to hold that warmth in. So this jacket is going to be thermal, like Sarah said. It's going to really allow that thermal property to hold the heat in. It will be a warmer product. The venting, instead of having open vents in this is a little more breathable material down the center line, just to allow that moisture to escape. And again, you've got your real nice reflectivity and really a nice critical piece. This is just a jacket that you probably would wear under 35 degrees. So it's not a jacket that we're going to probably wear in the spring as much just because it would be quite warm. The next layer that we're going to talk about is base layer. And what this essentially is the layer that we wear next to our skin. And in most aspects, we kind of have a rule here that cotton is rotten. Cotton is a great product to wear if you're walking around, for comfort. But when we start to exercise, cotton actually holds moisture. The fabric pills and does not allow breathability. It actually becomes full of water. So what we want to look for is a fabric that's going to be breathable. And what I have in my hand here is a very lightweight, almost silk layer that's going to be very light against our skin. And how does it keep us warm being so light is that it transfers that moisture away. And with this lightweight layer, if you pair it underneath a jacket that has wind resistance, the two work in conjunction with this stopping the wind, allowing some breathability, and this pulling moisture away from our skin, keeping us dry and in turn keeping us warm when it's colder out, or comfortable when it gets warmer. Sarah's going to talk about the next layer. This is going to be a little bit heavier layer, what we call thermal layer.
So another layer we've got, this is a great pair piece again with the lighter layer. You can put both of them on together or wear one or the other depending on the day you're going out. But this is a merino wool. This is a merino wool layer, and this guy is going to be, again, a little bit warmer than that first piece, but still have those same properties. So it's still going to pull moisture away. You can wear it against your skin, or you can put it on top of a layer that's going to be your base layer against your skin. The other nice thing about some of these tops that are coming out more recently is you've got some little cuffs that can flip up over your hands. So if you start your run and you don't, it's kind of that day you don't need to have a glove or a mitten quite yet, you can flip that over and kind of give yourself a little mitten already. Some of them also have little thumb holes to pull down and loop your thumbs over to kind of give you that little extra layer of warmth so that wind's not coming up underneath the sleeve of the shirt. So this layer can pair with this guy, or you can wear this just on its own with one of the top layers. Or on a day where it's 40, you can wear this and just have this as an outer layer when there's no wind. So again, kind of versatility. 3 or 4 pieces can get you a long way in your apparel lineup.
And that's one of the things you want to look for when you're putting together your winter wardrobe. All of these cross-function into other seasons, just like Sarah said. You can certainly wear one in winter, wear it as a top layer in the spring when it warms up, or in the fall. So that you want to really cross-function all this product together and really allow yourself to have a great little arsenal to get out and enjoy winter running or spring running. One of the other fundamental things that we want to look for in winter running is what we call base layer on your legs. Our legs are going to be working more when we're walking, running, or exercising, skiing, and even biking in the winter. So what we're looking at here, this is what we call a light base layer or a tight. So this tight's going to have property very similar to the lightweight top, a little bit more polyester, so it's going to hold onto the skin. Because we're exercising, this muscle group is going to be creating more heat. So this needs to be a little bit more breathable, and we don't necessarily need as much as we do on our top to stay warm. So this is going to be a thermal layer. It's going to have reflectivity similar to the others, so you can wear this as an outside piece. A lot of these are coming with pockets now for safety items, credit card, phone, whatever you're going to be putting in there, goos if you need energy. Going to be a dry fit material, so it'll allow breathability with function. And this is great because we can wear this in conjunction with other pieces we have. I would say this is most people will wear this down to about 30 degrees or so, depending on their comfort level with the cold, and you're very comfortable in that at 30 degrees. Sarah's going to talk about what we would consider the next layer, which is going to be more of a wind resistant or a heavier pant.
Yep. So this guy, again, same kind of idea. This is a little looser fitting pant, so you can wear this in conjunction with the tight. Being a little bit looser fitting, you can throw it over the top, or you can wear it on its own. You're going to have that wind resistant layer on the front. Most of the time, obviously, we're running into the wind. You want that wind resistant layer on the front. On the back of this pant, it's going to be more breathable. There's not that wind layer on the back because you're not oftentimes getting that wind at your back. So that wind resistant layer on the front, it's also water resistant. So when you talk about spring running, you're going to get that water resistant in the rain or in the snow. Again, reflectivity on all the zippers, on all the bottoms. The great thing about these 2 pieces is you're giving yourself 3 options. So you can either wear one or the other, or you can pair those 2 pieces on those days when you're talking about a sub-zero day. You can be very, very comfortable running in Minnesota below 0 if you have the right pieces. So this piece will get you down to about probably 10 degrees on its own, and then you put these 2 pieces together, and all of a sudden you've got 2 pieces that aren't super heavy duty. You can pair up and have those be for sub-zero days in the state of Minnesota.